Oh, there's your sign.
We're on. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Lunch Break with ATI, the weekly podcast for Actors Theater of Indiana. My name is Cindy Collins. I am one of the co-founders of Actors Theater of Indiana, the resident professional theater company at the Center for the Performing Arts in Carmel, Indiana, US of A. And today, my guest is Lyndsey Brown. Now, Lyndsey, hello. Lyndsey is the owner of Carmel Magazine. Da, 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 da.
That's correct. I am.
Excellent.
The new owner, yes.
Oh, the new owner.
Yeah.
This is what I have to find out today, you see? The new owner.
The new
okay,
owner.
I got it. All right, now, let me ask you something. Welcome.
Thank you.
We've never met.
Pleasure to be here.
We've never met, ever.
Long lost best
we're
friends.
together again for the first time. Collins and Brown. We're going to take it on the road.
Oh, that's that's got a good sound to it.
Good little ring. But so this is it. I mean, we'll get to know each other.
Yeah.
All right, so let me ask you something. You're the new owner.
That's correct.
So what was the past? How did this all happen? Like, what made you say, "Oh, I'm gonna own Carmel Magazine"? Right?
I don't know. The stars aligned.
No.
Yeah. So I am a transplant to the area from kind of right between Fort Wayne and Indianapolis.
Okay.
Little tiny town. I just relocated to this area a couple years ago.
Okay.
So I had been working, just kind of trying to figure out what I wanted to do when I grew up.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine who also owns a publication within our corporation had asked me, "Do you think you'd ever want to do this?" And I thought, well, I never know.
But you've never done anything with publications before, or have
Well,
you?
I have long, like in my previous life.
Yeah.
But I have always worked in sales and marketing in some capacity, so
Okay.
I really don't know a stranger.
Right.
and so
Right.
It was great. Just jumped right in.
Oh my God. So what are the challenges now? Now you own this magazine.
Well, I
mean,
think
you're the head honcho here, right?
Well, yeah.
Buck stops with you.
I do have to
Right?
be accountable to
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest challenges is being a transplant, getting to know people like yourself
yeah, right.
and those in the community that
Yeah.
have been here for a good long while. Building those relationships and that trust and
Yeah.
those foundational things. They just take time. It takes effort. So
Yeah, but people like to be interviewed.
Oh.
So
yeah.
people are like, hey, we want to do an article on this, or we want to, and people, I mean, I certainly can't imagine people are like, oh, no, we don't need that PR, or no, we don't, no, I
Yeah,
don't.
usually people
No,
want
I don't want to, I don't want anything on myself. You know,
Yeah.
everybody has, let me tell you, very few people say no to that stuff, you know.
Well, we do have quite a few individuals who really appreciate the publication and what it can do for their business,
Yeah.
but don't necessarily want to be the face of the ad
Right.
or interviewed in this capacity.
Right,
And
right.
so there's a space for both.
Right,
For sure.
exactly. And,
And-
you know that. You have to kind of weigh all that out, right?
Yeah, and you just do what makes them feel comfortable and gives them the best results.
Right. You put them in the best light.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a good interviewer, too. You know, you're putting that person in the best light. You're making the article, well, I had to make them look the best.
Yeah.
In whatever capacity I guess they want,
Yeah.
you know.
And speaking of looking the best, we have some really phenomenal photographers, graphic designers that work with us, writers. I mean, we have such an amazing pool of talent
Yeah.
that, I mean, they have in their pinky finger that I would take an entire lifetime to produce.
Right. But it's good. When you went in and now you're like, the transition
Sure. Yep.
to you being the owner, did everybody stay? Were there people that's like, is it the same team?
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
So the Carmel Magazine is a sister product to like Noblesville Magazine,
Okay.
Westfield Magazine, Fishers, Geist. We
Oh,
have
okay.
20,
Okay.
I believe we're on our 20th, all the way from northern Indiana down into Louisville, Kentucky. So we have a
Oh my
great
God.
deal of opportunity to learn about our products
Yeah.
through that. But we also are very hyper local. So
Yeah.
each of our publications features very local stories.
Right.
What's
sure.
going on in your community?
As it should. I mean, it's kind of like current Carmel, current Westfield, current. They focus in on
What's happening in their community?
what's happening right there in the community, and I think people like that too. Obviously, that's what makes people more prone to read it.
Yeah.
Because it's a local. It's a local publication. It's not like, obviously, a state publication, or the
Sure.
you're reading the New York
National.
Times, you're reading the Wall Street Journal, you're reading the all the night. Right. It's a little more palatable sometimes to read local news.
Well, and who doesn't
You
like
know?
to open up some kind of publication and see a picture of their kid?
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
or
right. That's
somebody
right.
they
That's
know,
true.
or- yeah.
That's true. Right. Yeah, there's a comfort to it too, that
There
and
is.
that you know the people, and I think it's wonderful. So you grew up in a really small town, you said.
Yes.
Really tiny.
Yeah. Actually, you could throw a stone and hit every person in a block radius
Oh
from
my-
here,
So
equal to how many people I lived in the town with.
So where did you go to? Okay, so you grew up in a small town. Did you go? Where'd you go to school? Where'd you go to your higher education?
I lived in this tiny town, and then I went away to college and went to IU, and I swore I'd never go back, and I did. And then I built a career in sales and real estate, and then found myself in a position a couple years ago that I wanted to make a shift.
Yeah.
So I relocated to Noblesville, and I live up
Okay.
in the northwest side of Noblesville
Okay.
now.
Yeah.
And it's been great. I've loved all the restaurants. I've loved all the opportunity to get involved,
Yeah.
all the events. Just you can't.
Yeah, it's a
Blink
nice
without
area,
having a
right?
chance
This whole
to-
Hamilton County, it's nice.
Yeah, and I love
Yeah.
spending my time in Carmel.
Yeah.
It's just a great place.
Yeah. Well, I'm obviously a transplant too.
Yeah.
Farther transplant, but it is a nice area here. You know, I have found, and so you went to IU. Our kid's there now, and did you just go 4 years just the undergrad?
No, I actually didn't finish college.
Wow.
Yeah, surprising. Shocker.
What?
Yeah, so I decided to go home, and I worked in radio for a while. My parents lived there, and
And you worked in radio there in your small town?
Yeah, we had a radio station. There were 17 stations around the Indiana area. So I worked there. It was the funnest job. I had the greatest experience with my boss and all the people on that team. It was, I was living wild and free and young, and it was great.
Yeah.
Then I had kids and got a 401k and decided it was time to take life seriously. But then I worked in real estate for a long time, and dabbled
There,
in some
like
other
where
things.
you're from?
Yeah.
How was that, being such a small
It was
area?
great. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was great. I had a tremendous amount of support system, and ventured into some other opportunities, and then decided a transition was the best fit. So I made my way here and started this.
Are your kids in school here? Or they-
No, nope, they're not.
Okay. Not in Noblesville or anything.
No,
Okay.
they go to school in a different area, but they're doing great. They love school, sports. They're
Yeah.
phenomenal kids.
Yeah, that's
3
good.
boys. It's a
Oh my God.
wild, smelly,
That's
loud
that's
house.
a lot.
Yeah.
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 That's a lot. Oh my gosh. 3 boys. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Oh
It's
my
always
God.
ambivalent, like junior high humor. It's great.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh my God. Are they all close in age? The three
No,
of them?
actually, 14, 12, and 7. There was a little
Oh.
gap there at the end. Yeah.
Took a break.
Yeah, but they're great. They're phenomenal kids. They've got hearts of gold. They're
Oh, that's nice.
perfect.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, my husband, he works in the construction industry, and he works primarily in windows and doors. So that was
Oh.
partly what brought us to Carmel, was his business.
Yeah.
And so I was with him, and still am in some capacity there. So help
Okay.
with that. And
Oh my gosh.
area
You're
too.
busy.
yeah,
You have three kids.
3 kids.
You're the owner of this magazine. You're still helping your husband with that company.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So Carmel Magazine, where's the headquarters? Where's the office? Where do you guys, where's your hub?
Our corporate headquarters is in Fishers.
Okay.
So Tom Britt, who's our CEO, he started the Geist magazine about 20 years ago.
Okay.
So he started in Geist with a newspaper style publication, and it morphed over the years into the magazine we see today.
Yeah.
But growing through that, he had launched Geist, Fishers, then Carmel, then others, and then decided to franchise the magazine. So the magazine is now
Okay.
franchised into
Okay.
all these different
Yeah.
areas.
So if you want to get this magazine,
Yeah.
Carmel Magazine, where is it?
Well, we distribute it to over 15,000 mailboxes in Carmel. If you aren't for some reason on the carrier route, you can simply go to our website under the subscriptions tab and you can just request whatever copy you want from whatever territory you want.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. We also have the ability to see all of our magazines digitally, which is
that's good.
really convenient for people when they're on vacation or, they're out of town.
Well, everybody's digital. I mean, everybody's digital. I mean, you can't have a publication without digital. I don't think now you have to.
And that's a great point.
I mean, everybody has it. You almost have to now. It's like, hello, got to move with the times. And, if it's not, because not everybody wants in hand anymore. Me, I do.
Yeah.
I want in hand. I want the paper. I want the magazine in my hand.
Like a good book. Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, exactly. If I'm reading a book, I want the book. I'm not even the Kindle. I don't even like any of that. Right on the screen, I want the book in my hand. I want the publication in my hand. That's just fuzz. That's just me, But some people I know, nobody wants. Some people they don't. Even, everything's. They just want it on their laptop. They want it on their computer. That's it.
Well, there are certain people that find that to be more appropriate for them, easier.
Yeah.
And we do have a significant list of products that we offer in a digital capacity as well through our companies.
Yeah.
I primarily focus on the print media, but we have a litany of other digital products that are available far beyond my pay scale. Tom is the guru of that.
Right. Did you know anyone, like your friends, like, hey, do you want to do this? You're
No.
you're like, sure.
Yeah.
But did you know anyone that you're working with?
No.
No one.
Not a single
You're
person.
just like, hi, I'm the new owner.
Well, and through some organizations that I had worked with in my husband's company, the Builders Association of Greater Indianapolis, I knew some people through that, but very limited. So now I'm just out meeting people, networking, trying
You're
to
going
get
to meet
to
a
know
million
what's going
people
on.
because, like I said, you're with a magazine, you're going to meet so many people every day. I mean, you're meeting new people every single day of your life.
Every day.
Right? You're talking to new people every day. You're meeting new people. Oh, my gosh.
But there's so many opportunities to plug in this community.
Yeah.
There's so many things going on. Everything from what you offer, from a theater capacity to the chambers and the city. I just met with Christy from the library today, and she gave me a short rundown.
The library is, Carmel Library is really pretty.
Great.
It's pretty cool.
It's expansive how much they offer.
Yeah.
The community is just phenomenal.
And they did that whole renovation.
Yeah.
So it's like, you walk in there now, you're like, oh my gosh, it's nice and
Transformed.
bright, the bright windows. Actors Theater of Indiana has a partnership with them
Oh, great.
for new works, new readings of new shows.
Actually,
And Liz
she mentioned
Hamilton, Liz, who is the point with that.
The after hours, they're doing it.
I don't know what that
Next
is.
week?
Not after hours. Well, what's that? What's after hours? That's not ATI, but sounds interesting.
She said ATI. I'll circle back.
That sounds interesting, though.
But I think they're having it at Feinstein's.
Well, I don't know what that is.
I'll have to find out.
But
for
that
you.
sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
What is?
It's like a book reading. They ran out of room because they
Oh.
double booked their space.
Are they doing with like a book read, like a book?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like new shows. This is like new works,
my
like a new
mistake.
musical, new plays, right?
My
No,
mistake.
but that's interesting.
Yeah, it might be fun. I mean, you
That's
might
pretty
like
cool.
just as much as you like reading a book, you might like having a book read
Right,
to you.
right. And Feinstein's is so lovely.
It is.
It's such a nice setting there. I mean, that's pretty neat. After hours.
I think that's what they called it.
That sounds like
Here I am
that sounds like
broadcasting
something else
information.
though than a book reading. After hours.
It's not that kind
Sorry.
of book. So I'll have to find out who that is.
That's at midnight.
Sorry for the misrepresentation,
no.
everyone.
No. But they're really wonderful. I mean, Liz Hamilton, she's so great.
Oh, for sure.
She's such a nice person, and that partnership has been, from what I've seen, has really been nice with ATI and the library, and it's new reading. So there's one coming up at March 16th called It Girl. It's about Evelyn Nesbit.
Oh.
So, but that all that'll go out. All that PR will start going out now. But yeah, it's just a playwright. Well, it's new works. It's the beginning stages of a new show.
Awesome.
So it's a reading,
It's like a preview.
which is you have everything in front of you, the script, the score,
Yeah.
and you just you're at music stands with microphones, and people come and they hear the very first presentation, you
I
know,
love that.
and then a million things get changed. And if the show ever comes to fruition, it does, you know, but it's like the very first little baby step in creating a new piece.
I love it.
So yeah, I think Jill Zaniker got that going, one of our board members, and she got that. Jill's great. But anyway, I digress. But you'll meet all these people because you're meeting everyone.
Yeah, it's kind of like drinking from a fire hose, but it's good. It's been really good. I mean, I was actually talking with Christy this morning again. And we were talking about just the welcoming attitude that people have in this community.
Oh,
and
yeah.
how
Everybody's pretty
supportive.
nice.
Yeah, everyone's like, great, you know, let us help you be the best you can be in the role that you're in.
Well, it behooves everybody to do that.
Absolutely.
You know, it behooves everybody to help make the community as best it can be.
Yep. Supporting each other.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody kind of, now with the new administration and everything, I think everybody has that. Let's make the community as best it can be. You know what I mean? And I think whatever administration, you know, is here in Carmel, it seems to me, because I interviewed all these people when they were running for office.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But it was really interesting doing that. I mean, I was kind of like,
First-hand
I
experience.
was kind of like, this is great, because I got to know everybody.
Yeah.
You know, as a voter. You know, and because I'm a resident of Carmel, and so it was great getting to know them. But everybody basically was like, almost their platform was almost like, yes, we just want to do
What's right.
well for the community,
Yeah.
and work with each other to do the best we can for the community.
That's refreshing.
Well,
It's
yeah,
refreshing to hear. I
Yeah.
mean, from any platform
Yeah.
that people just want to make a difference.
yeah,
and do
it is, because
something
that's
to give
not
back.
always the case,
Right.
obviously, but you find that more, I think, more in local government, because it's smaller. That mentality is different than a huge federal
Oh, sure.
government. You know that. I mean, that's a whole other ball of wax. That, you know,
That's a
But-
different podcast.
oh my God. Oh no, and I can't, right, and we can't really talk about that here. So, but that is a different podcast in a different place,
Yeah.
under a different name,
Yeah.
completely. Oh my God! All right, well, thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely. It's a
Lyndsey
pleasure.
Brown, she's a new
Nice to
owner
meet everyone.
of Carmel Magazine. You'll see her around. Who knows, she might do an article on you.
Yeah, pick up our magazine if you don't already get it. You
Yep.
can go to the website, sign up for a subscription.
Excellent.
They're out and about throughout the community at local businesses.
What's the
as well.
website? Is it just like Carmel? What is it? Is there
It's townpostnetworks.com.
Town
And-
Post?
Yep, Town Post Networks.
Townpostnetworks.com.
Yep, you can Google it. Carmel Magazine should pop up. We also
Okay.
have Facebook page, Instagram,
Okay.
all the socials.
Okay.
We have a great desire to feature phenomenal things that are going on in the community, people, places, things,
Okay,
events.
Good.
We just want to make sure everybody knows that there's great things going on.
Excellent. You heard it here first from the new owner, downtown Lyndsey Brown. All right. So thank you for joining. I can't laugh too much because I have this little cough and I'll have a coughing fit. Sorry. That's why I've been chewing this gum like, oh, it's horrible. I'm so sorry. I apologize. But it's better than acting like I have tuberculosis or something.
Well, let's hope it.
And
doesn't
let's
get to
hope that I don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or else you're in trouble.
I know.
Okay.
Sitting in close proximity here.
All right. Thanks so much. Lunch Break with ATI. Thank you for joining us. Cindy Collins, Lyndsey Brown.
Nice to meet you all.
Bye-bye. See you next week.